Alright, welcome to another Smurpy video. So, it's wet and gloomy outside, so, I thought I'd talk about something bright. So, I wanted to talk about SH Figuarts Power Rangers, which in my mind has probably been the best lineup of this series ever. I'm going to talk about the White Ranger, obviously. One thing that bugs me is that they kind of stopped with this. They've done a bit of Samurai, a bit of Dino Charge, whatever that was. I wasn't interested in the show. I didn't really enjoy it as much. It's probably the best one of the last few years, but hey, I feel like they're just milking it, if that makes sense. It's lost its kind of charm, the characters, etc., etc. So one thing that irritated me is, and I know they've got lots of other lines, Star Wars, etc., why they didn't carry on. Why haven't we had Power Rangers Zeo, In Space Turbo, Lost Galaxy, just to name some? Because I'm pretty sure fans, old and probably new, would go and get them. They have the molds already, so it's just about retooling to suit whatever series was on. So that was just me moaning. So let's get on to the White Ranger here. So as always, lovely box. You could obviously get the one that was released by in America by Bandai, or you could get the ones that were released across the seas, which have a different kind of packaging. And there's the back. Pretty cool. So let's get him open. Okay, one thing I would say is, if you do have them, don't sell them. They are okay. You could sell them for quite a lot, but if you ever decide you want to repurchase the SH figures, you're gonna have trouble, and it's gonna cost probably twice as much as what you paid before. So I've done that. I regretted it, and these were the only ones that I wanted. So I'm back hunting again, so to speak. So the White Ranger is a very, very beautiful figure. It was always one of my favorite costumes in the show, mainly because it looked different. But SH Figuarts really, really make this beautiful. It's got amazing detail everywhere, from gloves to oh man, cuffs, to shoulder pads, to this bit, all the stuff. And the heads always were astounding, sorry. Pitch perfect as far as I'm concerned. Always looked amazing. The only kind of gripe that I really have is probably the amount of hands we get. We don't get very many. You get two, one open, one to hold Saba, and that's pretty much it for hands. And I know the hands are a different kind of glove color to the other Rangers, but really it felt disappointing, if I'm honest. In terms of accessories, you get the long head, the longer sword, so that you can have him fighting, I don't know, some bad guys. That's another thing. Why haven't we got any Power Ranger bad guys? It should have happened by now. Lord Zed would be epic. Goldar, even if they did just those two, I think most fans would be quite chuffed with that. And then we have Saba. What always impress me with this line is, you got some really small parts, and they haven't been lazy with them. They've re-detailed them out, even to the point of, just that. And the morphers on the other Rangers, pitch perfect. Sorry, that seems to be word of the day, so to speak. So I put Saba into the belt, and basically what you do, you kind of separate him, and sort of one half goes underneath and the other half goes on top, and it meets, and that just looks great. The only thing I'd say is, it's unavoidable, is this bit does kind of restrict him if he is in there. So when you're posing him, it's like, hey, you get this great big head coming over your side. Depends on how you pose him. Okay, so he comes with the two closed fists, let's change them out and see what they look like with the other hands, of course. And there they are. You get this kind of, hey, I'm going to take you out kind of thing. The other gripe that I have is if you've got another one of this and left-handed figure, you know, you've got more flexibility. Instead, if you're gonna have Subba in a hand, you've pretty much only got this one hand that you're gonna use, which is probably the hand that he used the most in the show, his right hand. But you know, it bugs me. It doesn't give any flexibility to what you're doing with him. But other than that, he looks really, really cool. The only really other issue, and it's not really an issue, is you have to lift this up if you're going to do any real kind of lifting with his arm, which is, you know, same with the Green Ranger shield, you know, but I don't know how they could have got around that, if I'm honest with you. I think they did the best that they could. So just to finish up, if you can still get your hands on this, I've only seen this guy pop up on eBay maybe half a dozen times in all the time that I've been collecting, when I've been looking for him, of course. Other than that, he is probably one of the hardest to get, I suspect. But he is a beautiful figure, especially if you're a fan of the White Ranger. He is a must. But just make sure you checked your bank balance first. So thank you for watching. Embrace the geekiness. Have a good day. Have a good night. Take care.